Hi, my name is Michael Gilmore, and I'm one of the co-founders of ParkLogic.com. In this short video, we're going to be taking a look at how ParkLogic is not the typical monetization company, and also how we work with clients to grow their revenue line. ParkLogic, more than a parking company. With traditional domain monetization, if you put all of your domains, say, with a single monetization provider, and one of them was, for example, domain.com, and it received some traffic, your goal is to get a click, and a click that can generate a payment. Back in 2007, ParkLogic came onto the scene, and we decided that that business model was excellent as it is. There is a better way of doing things. So what we wanted to do was focus on performance and work out a way that we can extract the maximum amount of value out of each piece of traffic. So if you have domain.com and it receives some traffic, what we do is we put an auction in place. Within 100 milliseconds, we have global advertising networks, plus all the major different parking providers, and we run a real-time auction to be able to extract the maximum amount of value from the traffic. The parking companies themselves, we've discovered that each one of them provides a unique piece of intellectual property, which helps us in that process to extract the maximum amount of value. And they also end up providing the floor price for the auction process. Ultimately, what we're after is the payment. So how does this all work in real time? So if we take a single piece of traffic coming to domain.com, the auction occurs, and let's imagine an advertiser from Global Advertising Network 1 bid more than all the other advertising networks, plus more than the floor price set by the parking solutions. It will go straight through to the advertiser's page, and a payment is generated. On the other hand, let's imagine the next piece of traffic comes into the domain, and parking company number 4 actually won that traffic. It paid more than all the global advertising networks, plus more than the other parking companies. A payment is then generated. Likewise, we run the auction, and advertising network 3 comes along, and it wins the traffic. Why? It paid more than all the other networks, plus all the parking providers, and it generated a payment. This process ensures that the max amount of revenue is generated for each piece of traffic that's coming through the ParkLogic network. Now, granted, there are some very sophisticated algorithms we developed since 2007 that drives this whole process. And those algorithms that work every millisecond or every single day to be able to extract that value from the traffic. But on top of that, what they also do is help manage downside risk for your domains. So let's imagine traditional domain monetization. You have domain.com once again. You get $1 a click, which is a good amount, and a payment. Let's imagine that advertiser paying the dollar goes away, and you've got all your traffic with one provider, and now you're getting 20 cents a click. That's a massive drop in revenue. But let's take a look at it, say, in ParkLogic. The traffic comes in. Let's imagine we have the advertiser has left advertising network 2, and also they're no longer advertising with any of the other sources for parking company 1 and parking company number 3. The auction process ensures that the highest bidder is going to go along and bid for that traffic, and the max amount of value is retained by the domain owner. This reduces downside risk. So here's a few interesting statistics. ParkLogic has been around a long time, and we process more than 200 million transactions every single day. We track over 200 different metrics per domain per day, which means we're dealing with big data. In fact, I spoke at NamesCon just recently, the conference, and talked about the importance of big data and how it allows us to help extract the max amount of revenue for every single domain, every single millisecond of every single day. We also measure 7 different revenue numbers per domain per monetization source. Yes, there's actually 7. In fact, if someone said to you, what do you mean by 7? then point them in our direction, because we actually understand that issue and how important it is, and understanding things such as the number of revenue items for each domain each month, that helps us route the traffic to the maximum paying solution. So what else does ParkLogic do? We also work at stopping revenue leakage. So where does this revenue leakage come from? We monitor the DNS to make sure the DNS is pointing correctly for your domains. So we can actually show that to you in a report in our interface. We make sure the domains are installed everywhere correctly. We find partners that recognize the traffic, because every partner has different filters. Sometimes they get false positives on that traffic. We manage blocked domains. If a domain has been blocked by one provider, maybe it will be accepted by another provider. Once again, reducing those false positives. We have renewal recommendation reports. So when it comes to renewing your domains, at a click of a button, you can get up in the interface those domains you should actually renew. But more than that, we focus on transparent earnings, so that you can go into our interface and all the numbers presented there are the actual numbers your domains generate. In fact, if you go to the accounting side of our interface, it'll show you how much money you earn, our commission on your earnings, and your payment. Yes, we display our commission, exactly how much we earn from your domain traffic. So what else do? We reduce cost. Let's imagine that you had to manage all those relationships and infrastructure and everything. So you had to set up your own monetization account with every different provider and different global network. And you had to manage all those payments. You had to make sure everything was installed everywhere. It wouldn't be long before you had ballooning costs, either in terms of your time and managing all those different accounts, or you have costs in terms of infrastructure. We manage all of that upon your behalf. Because we've achieved the scale that we have, we're able to go and do that at a very economical level. So what else do we do? Professional support. One of the key differentiators of ParkLogic, it is not a hands-off solution. If you need to go along and talk to a member of the ParkLogic team, which has been there, by the way, the core team has been there since 2007, one of the things we've learned over time is we understand our numbers and how to get the most of them for you, for our clients. And that gives you a great backstop. So if you need to be able to speak to someone and get some advice on a particular domain, you can reach out to us and we'll respond to you. And this gives you a huge advantage even in the marketplace. So who is it that we look to working with? We look to work with professional domain investors. Right now we work with large corporates, registrars, even registries. We work with large individual domainers. Domain investors that have that professional mindset. Could be that they're doing $250 or more a month in revenue, or they could be doing $200,000 a month in revenue. It really doesn't matter from our side. It's really the mentality of having that professional mindset. You see, the thing that we look for is having a partnership with our clients, not just having a transactional relationship. We want to understand your goals and aspirations as well. I hope you enjoyed that video and you found it was very useful of showing how ParkLogic is very different from most monetization companies out there, of how we really look for partnerships with clients, of growing that revenue line through performance-based metrics, of how we can use that big data, and also how we can reduce costs and provide professional services for clients. I look forward to hearing from you, and so feel free to reach out via the ParkLogic website, or you can go and reach out directly to me on my blog as well at whizbangsblog.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.